Okay, I'm pretty sure I've said this in the past, but social justice is for retards. In fact, I consider it the modern day cult now, and not even the cool cult. Like cults used to be cool. Now it's just well, no, they were never cool, but they were good to kill in movies and video games. But anyway, I just saw this article when I was like perusing Twitter, and I thought, this is kind of like the apex reason of why I say social justice is for losers. American scientist declares Jedi are inappropriate mascots for social justice. Yeah, no, no, social. Yeah, I'm reading the article. I don't. I have no idea how to respond to this, to be perfectly honest with you. Social justice activists at the American Scientist have declared the term Jedi problematic and believe they are inappropriate mascots for social justice. Okay, anyone who uses the word problematic, you are a pussy. Like, you are pathetic. Anyone who uses that term is pathetic. Anyway, J.W. Hammond, Sarah E. Brownell, Nita A. Kedereth, Susan J. Chang, and W. Carson Boyd penned an article headline, Why the Term Jedi is Problematic for Describing Programs That Promote Justice, Equity, and Diversity and Inclusion. Here's another thing. They've ruined those words. Those words used to be good things. Now they're just like asinine. In the article, they note that Jedi is being used as an acronym to stand for Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. However, they take issue with the acronym because its association with the Jedi of the Star Wars universe. They specifically claim that Jedi are inappropriate mascots for social justice. Okay, social justice does not deserve a mascot. It deserves to be burned to the ground. It's a useless term now. As for why, they immediately point to race. They are a religious order of intergalactic police monks prone to white saviorism and toxically masculine approaches to conflict. The pussy whistle's already coming out. So, and these people have shown they have no idea what they're talking about. Approaches to conflict resolution, violent duels with phallic lightsabers, gaslighting by means of Jedi mind trick, etc. The Jedi are also exclusionary cult membership to which... well, then I would think you would like them, considering social justice is a cult. The Jedi were a cult. To which it's partially predicted on the procession of heightened psychic and psychical ability or force sensitivity they had. First off, it's unclear why the Jedi being a religious order is wrong or acting as a police force is wrong. Oh, I can tell you why. Because these people are atheist cultists. They hate religion. That's my interpretation. That seems to be a reflection of the author's views rather than anything else. I think there's a word about discrimination against one's religion. Secondly, the claim of white saviorism rings hollow given one of the main leaders of the Jedi Order is Mace Windu, played by Samuel motherfucking Jackson. Thirdly, while some of the authors claim to be fans of Star Wars, it's clear just by these first couple of sentences they didn't really pay attention to the movies. In The Phantom Menace, the Jedi are sent to peaceably resolve a trade dispute between Naboo and the Trade Federation. They only respond in violent fashion after the Trade Federation attempts to kill them, but go on about violent duels of toxically masculine approaches, whatever that phrase even means. Damn, they're going in hard on this one. The gaslighting claim is hilarious, as the entire article is an attempt to gaslight Star Wars and the Jedi. After making these ridiculous claims, they go on to make some more strikingly force-wielding talents are narratively explained in Star Wars, not merely in spiritual terms, but also in ableist and eugenic ones. Again, social justice, retardville. These supernatural powers are naturalized as biological, hereditary attributes. So is the Force potentially is framed as a dynastic property of noble bloodlines. For example, the Skywalker dynasty and Force disparities are rendered innate physical properties, measurable via midichlorian counts, not unlike the Force genetic tests, and argumentable via humanoid engineering they add. They conclude, the heroic Jedi are thus emblems for a host of dangerously reactionary values and assumptions, sending the message that justice works is akin to and cosplay is bad enough. Dressing up our initiative in a symbolic garb of the Jedi is worse. As defined by Merriam-Webster's, eugenics is the practice or advocacy of controlled selective breeding of human populations as by sterilization to improve the population's genetic composition. This is not practiced in Star Wars or by the Jedi Order. The claim is absurd, and the claim that checking your midichlorian count is like a forced genetics test is as dumb as well. Doctors check all kinds of things in your body when they take blood and peace symbols. No sane person is comparing those to eugenics or ableism. No, but then again, you're not dealing with sane people, you're dealing with crazy people. Not only are the Jedi problematic in their minds, but they claim Star Wars has a problematic cultural legacy, to which I can say to these scientists, go fuck yourself. Actually, no, go fuck yourself. They explain the space opera franchise has been critiqued for trafficking and injustice such as sexism, racism, and ableism. Again, they have no idea what they're talking about. Think, for example, the so-called slave Leia costume and the famous for stripping down and chaining up the movie series' first leading woman as part of the Orientalist subplot. Clearly, these arguments are being more and more absurd. It's even more obvious they didn't watch the films. The guy who captured Princess Leia for trying to free Han Solo from his clutches is Jabba the Hutt, an evil gangster. He dresses her up as a trophy to be displayed, showing off his power. However, by the end of the story, it's Leia killing the gangster with a chain that the Hutt bound her with. As for the Orientalist plot, they are claiming that Jabba the Hutt is supposed to be an Arab because he happens to be based on Tatooine. If so, it makes no sense because where Luke Skywalker was raised too, they have the gall to accuse Star Wars of racism. Yeah, these scientists sound like actual racist people. Nevertheless, they doubled down on the racism accusation. Star Wars arguably conflates alienness with non-whiteness, often seeming to rely on racist stereotypes which depict non-human species. Again, these people are talking out of their ass. And this doesn't even make any sense. It's probably why they didn't provide any examples of whatsoever. How is Animal Akbar a racist stereotype? Like I said, the article is full of gaslighting. Next, they point to ableism. The series regularly defaults onto ableism tropes. Memorably in its portrayal of Darth Vader, which links the villain's physical disabilities with mechanic inhumanity and moral deviance, presenting his technology-assisted breathing as a sinister auditory maker of a danger and doom. Luke Skywalker literally gets a mechanical arm to replace the one that was chopped off by Darth Vader, and he's still the hero. On the other extreme, R2-D2 and C-3PO are little robots who are also portrayed as heroic despite being the comedic relief. Back to the racism they claim. What's more, the body and voices centered in Star Wars have, with a few exceptions, historically been those of white men, while who gives a fuck, you racist pieces of shit? And while recent films have increased gender and racial diversity, important questions remain regarding how meaningfully such as changes represented a departure from the series' problematic past. It's not problematic. You're problematic. Go fuck yourselves. James Earl Jones is literally the voice of Darth Vader. Lando Calrissian has an excellent story arc full of betrayal and redemption. Mace Windu is one of the many leaders of the Jedi Order. Again, I have to ask, did these people watch the movies? Doubtful. Then again, that would require them to do actual research and not be hacks. So yeah, we're asking for too much. The author then takes issue with the fact that Disney owns Star Wars. They note, Jedi connects justice initiatives to corporate capital. They specifically point out Disney, we are in effect providing the corporation Disney with a form of free advertising, commodifying and cheapening our justice work in the process, such as informal co-branding entangles our initiatives in Disney's morally messy past and present. It may also serve to rebrand and whitewash Disney by linking one of its signature product lines to social justice. After all, Disney has a long and troubling history of circulating racist, sexist, heterosexist, and Orientalist narratives and imagery, with the corporation and its subsidiary like Pixar are publicly reckoning with, they added. Next, they claim aligning justice work with Star Wars risks threatening inclusion and sense of belonging. Man, these people are really blowing smoke out their ass. They explain Star Wars is popular but divisive. No, it wasn't. It's not divisive. It's divisive because of assholes like these people. Identify our initiative with it may nudge them closer to the realm of fandom malfacturing in groups and outgroups. Those unfamiliar or uncomfortable with Star Wars, including those hurt by the message it sends, may feel alienated by the parade of jokes, puns, and references surrounding the term Jedi. While pretty much all of their reasonings for declaring why the Jedi and Star Wars are bad for social justice, I actually agree with them that the Jedi are a bad mascot for social justice. The main reason being, Jedi stand for actual justice. They recognize evil and moral wrongs and stand against them. That's not to say some fail to do so, but overall the Jedi are a symbol of justice and peace, the opposite of social justice activism, which cloaks racism and anti-racism and criminal behavior and oppression in moral righteousness. Damn. Like, that is a good condemnation of these scientists who sound like hacks. Like, this is why I don't take academia and scientists seriously anymore. This is why I don't respect them. They're hacks. They are useless, impotent idiots who, quite frankly, would be very used for target practice. Well, actually, no. The stuff they create is very good for target practice. Their bodies aren't good for target practice. They wouldn't even make good punching bags. It's like they are a waste of space. And the fact that they are taken seriously, these social justice idiots, kind of shows you how much society has declined in terms of brain power. Because we take these fuckers seriously. Anyway, that's the article. Yeah, that had to be the biggest pile of bullshit I ever heard. Like, it kind of showed that these people had no idea what they were talking about. Not the person who wrote the article, the guy who did the Binding the Comics article. He showed that he knew exactly what the fuck he was talking about. But the people who were criticizing Star Wars and the Jedi, yeah, no, they showed that they are ignorant as fuck about Star Wars and know jack shit about it. And they're just pretending to know something. And people like that should never be taken seriously. They should always be given the finger and told, you know what, fuck off, you're a dilettante. And nothing is more insufferable than a dilettante, in my opinion, than hypocrites. But anyway, yeah, that's the article. I don't even know if I want to post this one, to be perfectly honest with you, but yeah, no, it's just so stupid. Like, Star Wars is already dead. But now there are these assholes in the world who want to make it more dead. Like, they want to defile its corpse. They basically want a repeat of that scene from Hellsing Ultimate. Anyway, again, that's the video. Have a nice day. Remember, the game was rigged from the start, and God, I need alcohol now. I really do.